The IPL season is heating up, and there has a lot has happened actually, Pritham. Especially, let's focus on KKR first. They have lost Shreyas Iyer, the title-winning captain from their team. It's going to make a huge impact.
So you lose not only Shreyas Iyer's captaincy, but you lose his power hitting.
He is always doing the rounds, Pritham. He's been in all the teams. He went to RCB, he went to every other team. Now he's back in Punjab Kings. Akshar Patel, they are backing him to be the captain for Delhi Capitals. The most expensive player in the auction is Rishabh Pant, so lot dependent on him.
Magnificent catch. Just look at Badri now, diving into it.
Lovely shot. Kicks it over the offside. That's a good shot.
Back-to-back boundaries. Hello and welcome to Cricket with Badri, another episode of Cric Debate. This video is presented to you by DIVO News. We have our guest Priyatham with us. Hi Priyatham.
Hi Badri, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Of course, the IPL season is heating up, and there has a lot has happened actually, Priyatham, over the last auctions, because this is a mega auction and players have moved around, but captains have moved around. It's going to make a huge impact. Two teams have lost their captain. Especially, let's focus on KKR first. They have lost Shreyas Iyer, the title-winning captain from their team. It's going to make a huge impact. Another team is Delhi Capitals, Rishabh Pant. This was reasons between Rishabh Pant and franchisee. They didn't agree on certain terms, so he had to leave. How is this going to impact first KKR, Pritham? Losing the captain is a huge thing.
I think more than DC, I think it'll impact KKR because they were a title-winning team and Shreyas led them to that title. So I think definitely it's an impact for KKR. Yes, they have a sound guy like Rahane leading them, but it's his first season. So you lose not only Shreyas Iyer's captaincy, but you lose his power hitting. And right now he's riding high on confidence after a fantastic Champions Trophy. So he would have been an absolute asset. And he knew how to use their bowlers. He knew, there's something called camaraderie, which they had built up. And when you win a title, everything is happy. Even the minor things don't become minor things. So they're always things always look good. So yeah, it's a big blow for KKR as far as I'm concerned, but absolutely no doubt.
Yeah, and Delhi Capitals losing Rishabh Pant as well. Some things didn't work out between them. That's what they said. Rishabh Pant now is in LSG, so LSG is going to be led by Rishabh Pant. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen. And is that actually going to affect Delhi Capitals, or LSG have stand to benefit?
I think Rishabh is an X factor. I am a big believer and a fan of Rishabh Pant. But I think if you stick to the Delhi Capitals and you look at how they've constructed the team, I think they're a good team, good solid batting, good bowling, a bit of power maybe absent in the middle, but they've got good bowlers. And I think ultimately you need good bowlers in a T20 game. So I think Delhi Capitals will be good. The only thing that Badani, the coach, who's also a first-time coach, is who's going to be the captain. So is it the first-time captain like Akshar? Because I think I read somewhere that KL has not accepted that role.
Yeah, we will come to Delhi Capitals, but before that, let's finish off KKR, Pritham. Ajinkya Rahane is going to lead. Yes, in Shreyas Iyer's absence, I think there's a big void there. We don't know about Ajinkya Rahane, whether you have to now make him play all the matches. He's definitely not the number one T20 batsman as far as we know. And Venkatesh Iyer has been brought for 23 crores. And as usual, two all-rounders, they will be heavily reliant on Sunil Narine, Andre Russell. As far as bowling goes, Varun Chakravarti and Harshit Rana will be the key. Yes, all-rounders look good. The batting looks good. Most of the core has been retained. But Ajinkya Rahane, captain, and Venkatesh Iyer at 23 crores. These two things are slightly questionable. Only time will answer for us, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Rahane does his best at the top of the order like he did with CSK. So what happens in a long tournament if your captain doesn't score 4-5 innings in a row? Then what happens? You're not going to drop him, and who are you going to bring on board as captain? So it's interesting conundrum for KKR. So Ajinkya has to fire for them to stay afloat because they need his leadership. Because I think Venkatesh Iyer at 23 crores, if you give him the captaincy, it will be too much for him, which is why they've gone with Rahane. Maybe in the future, they may think of Venkatesh Iyer, but as it is, there's enough pressure on him to justify that 23 crore tag. So it's going to be a tough one for KKR, I think. Not going to be easy to defend that title or repeat. And keep in mind, Badri, Andre Russell and Sunil Narine both are getting on in age. I know they play only the T20 tournaments, but Russell's always perennially injured. Somehow he manages to pull through. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with Russell and Narayan and their fitness, because that is quite key, because Russell provides that power for you in the late order. So if he doesn't play a couple of games, that's huge for them.
Yeah, we have only time will answer that question. But then Punjab Kings have stand to benefit. Shreyas Iyer is a good captain. He's done well, title-winning captain. He's going to lead Punjab Kings now, along with Ricky Ponting, who's the coach. Once again, a new coach. He's moved from Delhi to Punjab Kings. We'll have to see how the captain-coach camaraderie is going to be. It's very, very important. And of course, they will be dependent on Big Maxi. Mad Max will be there back in Punjab Kings. He is always doing the rounds, Pratham. He's been in all the teams. He went to RCB, he went to every other team. Now he's back in Punjab Kings. 2014 was a good season for Glenn Maxwell. Let's hope he does something for Punjab Kings this year.
Yeah, 2014 was 11 years ago, but you were 11 years younger. I was 11 years younger. It's a long time ago. So we'll see what happens. But I think more than anybody, I'm counting on Josh Inglis to be the smoking gun for Punjab, along with Shreyas Iyer. They've got a good equation with Ricky Ponting, does Shreyas Iyer, and Ponting has backed Inglis. I think Inglis is one to watch out for. I was very impressed with the way he batted first in Sri Lanka in the Test and then in the Champions Trophy. So I think I'm backing Inglis to have a big IPL this year. So let's see. He'll probably decide how far Punjab goes in this IPL.
Great. Josh Inglis will be the key. Along with Yuzvendra Chahal, he's a good buy as well as far as Punjab Kings goes. Moving on to Delhi Capitals, you mentioned who's the captain. Akshar Patel, they are backing him to be the captain for Delhi Capitals. Coach Hemang Badani was on our channel. He shared his thoughts with us, and he said how the team, they have built a very good team. But Akshar Patel, focusing on the captain, it's going to be a huge test for him. Rahane at least has led in first class cricket and he has led India. He has experience of captaincy, but Akshar Patel doesn't have the captaincy experience. Straight away, huge tournament he's going to lead to.
Very true. Akshar Patel, huge tournament. IPL is huge because I think IPL is probably the best league in the world. It's international quality. So in other leagues, it's diluted. IPL is not. It's like playing an international game, no doubt about that. But Akshar has shown, Badri, in his career, especially in the last 12 months, that he will take the responsibility and flourish if you give him that. He's back at number 5. He's bowled in the power play. So he's done whatever the captain has asked of him. And now they're asking him to lead the side. And I'm sure he'll get a lot of input from Badani, who I rate very highly as a coach, and the assistant coaches. So let's see how he does. You got to give him some time. If he doesn't do well in the first 5-6 matches, I think you've got to be patient. And most of these franchise owners are not patient. That's the thing. You've got to give captain time, because if you look at it, completely underrated. I wasn't very impressed with Ruturaj's first season as captain. He will get better, and CSK will give him the chance for continuity. Will Delhi do that with Akshar? Will they stay patient? We've got to see. But I think with responsibility, he will do well. We'll have to wait and watch, because when somebody hasn't captained, it's too early to say how they'll fare as a leader.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and watch. But on paper, I think Delhi Capitals have really done well in their auctions, Pratham. They have a very, very balanced team. Batting, as far as batting goes, KL Rahul was bought at a very good price. Faf du Plessis was a steal. Jake Frazier McGurk, I think he's a wild card. Youngsters, Tristan Stubbs is there. Porel has been retained. So batting looks really solid. But if you look at the bowling also, Mitchell Stark, Natarajan, 2 left-armers, one at the top, one at the depth. I think they're really good. Mukesh Kumar is there. Akshar Patel himself along with Kuldeep Yadav. Looks a very, very formidable team. Very, very formidable, very, very balanced team, this Delhi Capitals. Will this be the year of the Delhi Capitals under coach Hemang Badani?
Yeah, they definitely have a shout. Dark horse team. Good solid bowling. Little bit of power maybe in the middle is missing, but that's what Stubbs and Porel have to provide. And a lot of these people have been bought on promise. They really haven't set the IPL alight. Stubbs, and he's a fantastic hitter, but has he actually won matches off his bat so far? Not many that I can think of, or not any actually. So yeah, this is the time for them to come together and see it. But on paper, they definitely got a good squad. This is one of the most open IPLs I've seen, Badri. So because a lot of transfers, player movements, non-retentions, retentions. So I think the first 4 to 6 weeks will tell us how this IPL is going to go.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Moving on to Sunrisers Hyderabad. We have talked a lot about their opening combination. Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma, probably the best in the world. They are changing the way T20 cricket is played. And we have spoken about Pat Cummins, the best captain in world cricket right now. But then the bowling combo, Pratham, Mohammad Shami and Sandeep Sharma. This is a deadly combo, isn't it? Mohammad Shami has been brought at an exorbitant price. So a lot is dependent on him along with Sandeep Sharma and Nitish Reddy. It's a very good youngster. So Sunrisers Hyderabad look a very good team. Last year finalists. but definite top 4 team. I think one of the better teams in IPL, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've got a gun batting lineup, and they're going to go as far as the batting takes them. And I see them setting and chasing down targets. So how will the bowling shape up? Because if you look at the two units, their batting definitely is better than the bowling. And of course, they've got Cummins, the best leader in world cricket, as you rightly said. So how does Cummins get maximum out of his bowlers? How does he get maximum out of the 11s? So I think that is where their fate will be decided by the bowlers, I think, because the batsmen will do their job, because they've got some fantastic strikers in that team.
Yeah, fantastic team. A definite top 4 is what we are saying in our channel. But another team which actually doesn't look good on paper is Rajasthan Royals. I'm really worried for them this year because they had not done well in the auctions. They have let go of all their key players, heavily dependent on Sanju Samson and Yashasvi Jaiswal in their batting. And 2 spinners, they have solid spinners. They have lost Ashwin and Chahal, but they got Hasaranga and Tikshana. But apart from this, not much to see in Rajasthan Royals. I don't have huge hopes for them this season, especially on paper. But let's see how they're going to play.
Yeah, they lost Ashwin, they lost Chahal, they lost Sandeep Sharma. Don't forget that he's a very canny bowler. They lost him as well.
Josh Butler.
Yeah, so they'll go as far as Jaiswal takes them, because he's coming off a 3-month break. He didn't play Champions Trophy. He was Chakravarti took his place, and he's not in the T20 team right now because he was on test duty. And of course, Abhishek is really holding on to his place by his performances. So it's a big IPL for Jaiswal because he's got to show that he is there and belongs. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I think they go as far as Jaiswal takes them. One more player to watch out for. Last year, he scored 500 runs. Badri, your favorite, Rehan Parag. So let's see how he goes.
Rehan Parag. Pratham is backing Rehan Parag against me, but then let's see how he goes. And Gujarat Titans. We have to talk about Gujarat Titans. A lot of Tamil Nadu cricketers in there. Definitely, I have a certain affiliation towards these cricketers. Sai Sudarshan, Washington Sundar, Shah Rukh Khan, Sai Kishore. 4 Tamil Nadu boys in there. I'm really happy. They're doing well. But what about the opening combination? Shubman Gill, is he going to open with Josh Butler or Sai Sudarshan? That's the question, Pratham. Who do you think will open?
Well, it's a very interesting thing. I personally would open with Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill, but I have a feeling they will go with Shubman Gill and Josh Butler and Sai to come in at 3, because that is the best place to play Sai. Either one, I would prefer him at 1 or 2, not at 3, but maybe 1, 2 or 3. But if Butler goes up and says, hey, I do my work best up top, they will definitely look at that. It's going to be an interesting consideration because you want to get the most out of a Butler, you want to get the most out of a Sudarshan, put them in the top 2. Whereas Gill can come in 3 and bat around these guys. So it'll be interesting how they go about it. And Nehra's there. Nehra's the title-winning coach, and let's see what he does because. And keep in mind, Shubman Gill has been appointed as vice captain of the ODI side, although Rohit Sharma shows no sign of leaving. So it's a good test for Gill's captaincy as well. So let's see how they go. But a lot of expectations from Shah Rukh Khan. I think every year he goes for a high price, but really hasn't performed. But I'll be very interested to see how Washi performs, because it's really time for Washi to cement his place. He played only 1 game for SRH last year, and for a player of his ability, that's way too less.
Gill's captaincy, definitely. I also will be keeping an eye on Gill's captaincy. It was not great last season, but then Shah Rukh Khan, lot of respect and expectations lie on Shah Rukh Khan, the finisher. He has to pull up, and along with Sai Kishore, hope he gets some games. Rashid Khan, Rabada are there. I think good bowling attack along with Mohammad Siraj, Pratham. He's a good buy, little expensive, but then Indian fast bowlers are always at a premium. So Mohammad Siraj is back in Gujarat Titans. He is especially good in power play, not so much in depth, but let's see what he's going to do. And then the last team that we are going to talk about, Lucknow Super Giants. Pratham, Pant back at the helm for Lucknow Super Giants. Big expectations from him. The most expensive player in the auction is Rishabh Pant, so lot dependent on him, along with the Nicholas Pooran, Aiden Markram, Mitchell Marsh. The batting looks solid. There is some firepower there.
I don't know. Mitchell Marsh is fully fit, Badri. I read somewhere in the India series he pulled out because of his hamstring, and then he didn't play the Champions Trophy because of his back. So also depends on how fit he is. But with one player who knows how to respond to pressure, it's Rishabh Pant. He's not going to be worried that he went for 27. He has to perform, but he will want to perform because he didn't find a place in the Champions Trophy 11, and the next factor like him sitting on the bench would have definitely hurt him. So he will want to prove everybody wrong, because people say he's a fabulous test cricketer, but white ball, he's still not cemented his place. So he'll want to prove those people wrong. And again, Rishabh Pant's entry point is very crucial because he takes time to go. So how far up the order can he bat? Will be very interesting discussion between Justin Langer and Rishabh Pant. Will they actually take a chance and open with Pant? I don't know. We'll have to see, because if you look at it, Sanju Samson is now opening in T20s. Rishabh Pant is, if he opens and succeeds, then he can don the gloves. Very, very interesting for Lucknow. But I think beyond that, they are plagued by injury concerns. Mayank Yadav, out quick bowler, again injured. Don't know when he's going to come back.
Yeah.
So I don't think Lucknow Super Giants are making the final four.
I was going to talk about it. The bowling looks really weak. Yes, the batting looks good. Avesh Khan, Mayank Yadav, highly injury prone. Ravi Bishnoi is there, spinner, but apart from that, they don't look really good. Firepower in the batting, we'll have to wait and watch. Only time will answer. So, thank you, Pratham. I think we've covered all the teams. Yes, IPL season is heating up, and a lot more content coming away. We'll be covering IPL 360 degrees like always on our channel. This video was presented to you by DIVO News. Thank you, Pratham, for coming on Cricket with Badri.
Thank you, Badri. Pleasure always.
Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon as well. Whenever we post a video, you guys will get a notification. Thank you. See you soon.